Hey guys, welcome back to Fairy Wisdom. I am here to help you create a happy, healthy, and wealthy life. Thank you so much for being here. For all the likes, shares, and subscribes, everyone who's booking and sending in donations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so there are some really cool promotions in the description box below. I don't have any new ones as of right now. So, but I will later this week. And then also to book a reading is in the description box below. I don't know why I feel very winded, very like, so some of you might be like, working out while you're listening to this, or you just worked out, or I'm hearing like somebody like went for a run or something. This is something I think you've been wanting to start running, but you haven't yet, and you started and you're exhausted, but it was totally worth it. Maybe for somebody like that's extremely specific. Anyways, good job. Keep going. Because you're really, you're not, it's not always going to be like that. You're going to get back in shape pretty quickly. Okay. So what's really odd about this reading, I always, use the decks that I'm guided to use, especially like the cards to choose from. And then, the cards that I use in the readings. And the cards, my mouth hurts. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, suddenly, like it just hurt. The cards that I'm choosing from are this Dream Keeper's Tarot, which is a kind of like a darker deck, if you will. Just like the color schemes are darker, the images feel just a little bit darker in what the message that they're trying to convey. It just has this darker energy, like not in a bad way, but just in a way of like that's who this deck is, right? But then the decks that we're going to be using in the reading are all very light and fluffy decks. So I feel like whatever you're walking into, collective, I said all that to say, whatever you are walking into, I think that you're worried that it's like going to be like everything else that you've been walking away from. But I think that you're going to find that like it's so much different. It's a lot lighter. It's a lot higher vibing. It's a lot, vibrant, I'm hearing, creative, fun. Yeah, for sure. Some of you might really be getting organized right now. I think I talked about spring cleaning yesterday. That's really good. That's really, really good. I'm hearing and taking your time, which is good, and not feeling like pressure. Like, when you start a big project like that, there's always this energy of like, I just want to get this done. And so after you've like done a little bit of time, like a little bit of work and whatnot, you're moving past this energy of where like normally maybe you would, on the last couple rooms that you're doing, right? And you're in that energy of like, I just want to get this done. You don't do as well on those rooms as you did on the first couple rooms, maybe. I think that we all kind of do that a little bit in some aspects in our lives. I feel like whatever this is, I feel like you're taking your time. You're not allowing your mind to make you feel rushed. You can get all of this done over the course of a couple months, right? Like don't let it completely drain you. Take it one room at a time, and just get it done that way. Like you'll get it done, it'll be done before you know it. But yeah, I don't know what that doesn't have to necessarily just be in relation to house cleaning. You know what I'm saying? It could also very well be in relation to anything in your life. You know, it's like just one step at a time. Like, what are you doing? What are you working on? You know what I mean? Like, are you going to start working out? Are you going to start a new book? Are you going to, you know, don't overwhelm yourself right now. Right now we're stepping away from that energy of overwhelming ourselves with all of the steps and recognizing that, like, you really can just focus on the first steps and the other ones will always follow. Okay, let's get some cards to choose from. Sorry, I'm jabbering and gibbering and jabbering. So I'm actually being told to not use this as one of the piles, but it's the strength card. So in relation to, you know, whatever you're walking into, you know, and you're a little bit nervous that it might be, you know, just like the rest of everything else that you've always like started or whatever it may be. I feel like you're holding yourself back here, okay? But the thing is you have the key. You, I mean, you've already broken the egg, right? I don't know. I really do feel like I should use this as one of the piles, but I'm being told not to. So anyways, you have the strength to do this. You have the strength to bring yourself out of this, you know, to take that step, even though you're afraid. You know, it's going to end up better than you think, I think is how this is trying to come across. Okay. All right. So pile 1 is going to be the 5 of Wands, and pile 2 is going to be the 8 of Cups here. So pile 1 and pile 2. Pile 1. If you chose this 5 of Wands card, this is your reading. Dang, that intro was really long. Yeah, I feel like that's that's like what your whole journey. It's like you're looking back and you're like, dang, that intro was really long. Almost like you're just now, like the movie is just starting, or like life is just getting ready to get started. Like you feel like you're just now living life. And you're like, dang, like that, you're like, you know, if it were me, you know, I'm turning 33 this year, so like that intro would have been like 33 years, so like, dang, that intro was long. If you know what I'm saying, like saying like the whole time that you have been alive, that it was just an intro to your life, right? And you're getting ready to start living your life, right? That's kind of, yeah, I feel like that is definitely a theme that might be going on for you right now. Yeah, the Five of Wands, this talks about drama and chaos, and clearly by the picture on this card, it looks like somebody's trying to come in from behind, so you don't see this person, and they're trying to kind of take away whatever this is that she's got in her hand here. It's some sort of, it's her own hand that's been cut off. She cut off her own hand trying to remove your head or something like that. Somebody, or this is somebody else. This is a very interesting picture here. I mean, I've always thought it was interesting, but now that I'm really looking at it, it's like, whoa, that's like, where's the other hand? And, anyways, somebody's trying to steal somebody's like identity, I just heard, okay, in some sort of way that could actually be like the physical, like actually somebody's trying to steal your identity, like real shit, or it could be somebody's just really trying to act like you for whatever reason, right? Maybe they just look up to you, they feel like you're whatever, maybe, I don't know, somebody's trying to act like you, okay? This and if this isn't somebody that's trying to act like you, this is somebody that's trying to bring you, like catch you with your hands full. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is somebody who will try to destroy what you're doing by distracting you from all of the things that you have going on, right? By adding something else, by distracting you, by pulling you away. By sending some, you know what I'm saying? So this could be happening in many different ways here. But I think that you might, some of you might feel it. You might have this feeling, and I'm just like confirming, you know who this person is, okay? And you're like, no, really? Like, they wouldn't do that. Like, this, for some of you, this is your mom. For some of you, this is like an ex, there's a couple friends or something I'm hearing involved here. For each of you, it's going to be different, but you know who they are, and you like had this feeling, right? But you were like, you didn't really want to believe it. Nobody wants to believe that. And I'm just here to confirm that, unfortunately. So blessed. No, I really am. I'm just joking. I think that these times you might be coming out of them, though. If I'm being honest with you, I feel like you're healing. You know what I'm saying? Like, the war is over here, okay? My son's teacher just texted me and said that my son cut a hole in his jeans. Yay! Anyways. What a random thing. You know what I'm saying? What a random message. But yeah, I think that this is what you know what I mean? Like, this was the intro. All of this. This was your entire intro. Your entire intro was filled with, like, this person was always you, but this was always somebody different in your life, right? And now you've been going through a season of, like, healing, regenerating, retreating and being held by the Most High and your ancestors and angels and things of that nature. So, you know, I think that you're definitely, with you, pile one, and I think this goes to say for everyone, because we are unity conscious, or consciousness, as we continue to heal ourselves, we are also raising the vibration of others. And so this is part of your mission. Don't feel like you are off track, okay, when you take care of yourself. Yeah, my son even has like fidgets at school, so that way when he gets like bored or distracted or whatever, he can play with the fidgets. But apparently he cut a hole in his jeans today. Oh boy, he's with his dad this week. Bless him. I don't even know what to say. I'm sorry. I keep getting distracted in this reading, and I feel like that's, you know, that's exactly, there may be, I think you may be pulling away from anyone that actually causes you these distractions, okay? Like just really kind of zoning in and focusing in here. Pulling back. Really spending some time in nature. If you haven't, you should really think about doing that. Traveling. I heard something about traveling. Don't be afraid to travel. You should absolutely travel. If you have the opportunity to do so, you should. It's really good for your soul. Let's see. Apparently, we're not getting any more. But understand that, like, you really do know what the fuck you're doing, okay? I know it feels like when we're on this journey that, like, we don't know what the fuck we're doing, that we're just, you know, taking it day by day and doing the best that we can. But we are, like, it's like we really, truly, our souls have done this a million times. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really do know what we're doing. I just want to remind you that you really are a badass and you do know what the fuck you're doing. Don't let anybody tell you different. Clearly, because people have been on your asshole your entire life trying to stop you from doing whatever it is that you are doing, right? Yeah. I feel like things are really aligning. Or they are aligned. They are aligned. Yeah, I feel like you've been like in this decision mode, like trying to decide, like, is what I've been going through really real, or like, I mean, was it all a dream? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, did I really break free from the matrix? Is magic really real? Like, you're going through this reflective state of like, or have I been in some sort of psychosis for years? You are not, okay? You are a free spirit, okay? Accept that. That is your truth. That is what you're here to be, okay? Is a free spirit. And you're here to show other people that that's how everyone should be. A free spirit. Like, follow the guide. Follow source, follow your intuition, right? Oh man, it's so peaceful in this just accepting of the fact that, like, we really truly are not meant to be here to get up, go to work for 8 hours, some people 10 or 12 hours every single day, Monday through Friday. Crunch all the fun in the weekends, 2 days a week. No, life is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be fun. You are meant to be an example of this. You are meant to teach people this by leading by example. I heard it'll catch on. Clear. If somebody's like worried about a neighbor, or like just kind of not necessarily worried, but almost just like, what could I do to maybe show this person some love, to allow it to like kind of reflect in their life somehow. I don't know. It feels like being caring or like, it feels like just being a healer and being considerate and understanding that sometimes just a little bit of a thought, sometimes a little action stemmed from a little bit of a thought is really healing. So do it. Whatever you've been thinking about doing, whatever you feel guided to do. I feel like this person could be a perfect stranger, but it's somebody that you see often enough to where you feel like you want to do something for them. You should do that. That's probably like for one person, but you should definitely do that. Yeah, I feel like some of you might be shifting your focus, right? You're bringing something to the forefront that you really want to focus on, but while you're still, I'm hearing fermenting. Is that the right word? You've got these other seeds, these other things that you've planted here, and you're just kind of like watering them. You know what I'm saying? When you need to, kind of keeping an eye on them, making sure all the weeds are pulled out and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But you've brought this one seed to the forefront that you really want to focus on. This is what you really want to grow. Okay, this is where you're gonna find. I'm hearing like your happiness, your justice, your truth. There's a lot of truth about yourself found in this. What you're beginning to focus on. It's definitely going to feel there's a lot of clarity that's going to come through to you when you focus on and align yourself with this. For some of you, there's one that you're just getting rid of, right? And then you're going to continue to focus on the rest. This is almost like too much. It's like a burden, right? And this could be those people, right? You're kind of going through and like getting rid of certain people and you know, lining things up, but then you're like, okay, so I can focus on these things and, you know, get that here. I don't know. Yeah. Messages for pile 1, please. Some of you, when it comes to this traveling, you're wondering about traveling, you're wondering about finances, like having the finances to travel and stuff. Understand that, like, you will be provided for as you go. In, you know, some way or another, right? If you're in purpose and you're in passion and doing what you love to do, you know, money will just attract to you because you will be at this vibration that really the universe has no choice but to bring you money here. as you've been healing from all of this, right, this intro, you've been kind of aligning yourself with some sort of union here, okay? This is something that's definitely wish fulfillment. There may be some things that feel like this is impossible, or like there's something that might cause some sort of like interference. You know, it could be like distance, or you know, somebody is married, hopefully not, but like, you know, there's some sort of like something within this dynamic that makes it feel like it might be a lot of work, but I think you'll find that it's actually going to turn out like whatever that is actually better for the situation at the time. You'll recognize that like down the road. What's some advice for So don't, if this partnership comes through, you know, I do feel like this is some sort of wish fulfillment here. I feel like it's something that you're going to be extremely excited about, but make sure that you are, you know, taking your time. I'm hearing don't put all your eggs in one basket for some reason, but ultimately this is very much a wish fulfillment, and this connection itself is also going to bring in some sort of transformation within you as well. Like it's like this energy, you two combine your energies, and this connection is like this person is strong where you are weak, and you are strong where they're weak, and when your energy is combined, it's like, I don't know, I feel like there's some sort of transformation going on, or there will be. Like I do feel like in the this connection might already be very well like tied in the spirit realm, and now it's manifesting in the 3D. I feel like I talked about this connection yesterday, so this is very strong in the energy right now. Understand that what you have built is built on a strong foundation, and that it's not going anywhere, okay? You are very protected, and so is your money, and so is your stability and your health. And so just recognize, like, I feel like some of you might be scared that like all this work that you've done is just going to come, you know, like a rug slipped right out from underneath you, and that's just not the case, okay? You've built this with Source, with the Most High, with God, and I think that you need to be reminded that, you know, if you're creating with the Creator, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and also it's strong and stable. I mean, you're building with the Most High. Like, come on, you know, like, yeah. I feel like your gratitude is very, very much creating a lot of abundance for you. I think that you probably stay pretty grateful. Anyways, pile one, I think that you should just get ready to enjoy life. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, man, that was a long intro. The long intro is over. It's time to live life. Can you just do that? Is what I heard. Can you just do that? So anyways, that's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you next time. Pile two. If you chose This Eight of Cups. So I think that you just went through this like last little like where you took like one last look at your past. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's some sort of reflection of your past. You just took one last look. You're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go. And I think this is gonna pan out really good for you. Yeah. It's just not who you are anymore. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like, the people are, I'm hearing you've outgrown the people. Not, and again, we're not judgmental here. We're not saying anything bad about anybody. We're just literally saying, you're on a different trajectory. You've outgrown some people, okay? Anyways, I don't know why I felt like the need to explain that. But so, yeah, you've just outgrown some things. You're moving on from some things. You're like, you know what? I feel like I could probably fill my time or my space or my energy with things that are more fulfilling. Things that don't leave me feeling hurt or sick or sad or lonely, or you know what I mean? Let's fill my time with things that leave me filled with joy and happiness and excitement. And so yeah, I think that's what you're doing, and that's exciting. Pile 2, I'm really excited. Yeah, you're like, you know what, fuck these cups. You're like, fuck these cups. I get my own new cups, and there's gonna be a different color because I don't like that color anymore. I don't know. Messages for pile 2, please. Yeah, just like I was saying, this card says, what lights you up? That is what you're going to start filling your time with. Literally. And it's like this energy of like, I don't give a fuck what anyone says or thinks, or, you know what I mean? Like, if something's trying to like leave my life, like, I'm gone, bye. And like, you know what I mean? Yeah, and you're just focusing on exactly what makes you happy, and that's so beautiful. Like, if that's not what currently is going on in your life, that's the energy that's kind of manifesting here for you. Yeah, because I think you're telling your brain, take a step back, and allow my heart to run the show for a little bit here. And I think you're finding that life is, when your heart and your intuition and your higher self are running the show, it almost makes sense why you're here. You know what I mean? It almost makes sense because people go walking around this planet, like, why, not even questioning, like, really, like, we choose to incarnate on this earth so we can get up at the crack of dawn. Some people like to get up early, but some people don't. But anyway, so we can get up and go and work for somebody else and make somebody else a bunch of money, and then, like, be able to pay my bills and maybe do a little bit of stuff. Some people can't even pay their bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, and do this every single day. Like, it's very mundane. It's very, I don't know. It just, I have to cook dinner and do laundry, and of course we have to do those things, but it's like, we've been trained to live a certain way, but that's not, you're stepping into this energy where you're finding out what we've really been brought here to teach and to live, how to live. And you're understanding, you're crossing some sort of threshold here And you're very divinely guided, for sure. But yeah, like, look, you have left this gray area here, and you're on this path, and you know what this was society, and you're living life. You know what I mean? You're like, okay, goodbye. Oh, goodness. Yeah. This is good. This is really good. And you know what? Like, you're here to show people this. You're here to teach people this. You know, there's two cards right here with examples of, like, this would be what life in society is like, right? This dark and gloomy and yucky, and this is living free, and how we're meant to. And how are we meant to? We're meant to, you know, do what you love so you don't work a day in your life, right? Follow your intuition, travel, get into nature, get off your phones and you know, TVs, and get outside and be involved and be present in the moment, and grow your own vegetables. And you know, not everyone has a piece, right? So maybe you don't grow your vegetables, but then your next door neighbor does, like you know, and you have something to offer your next door neighbor, and then, you know, boom, everyone's got vegetables, and everyone's got that other thing. I don't know. You know, this is just an example, but you are perceiving life in a way that God has meant for it to be lived on this planet. You're understanding, like, it's clicked inside of you. It clicked inside of you a long time ago. Like, why are we on this earth if this is all it is? And then you've been like, okay, so then you jumped in the rabbit hole, right? And now you're like, oh, fuck, this is what living is like. This is what Earth is supposed to be like. Let's tell all our friends so we can all enjoy this beautiful planet together and take care of her. And yeah, I don't know who I'm channeling, but I like you. Yeah, anyways, okay. So I'm excited because you're about to start, like, living life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's been a long time coming. Messages for pile 2, please. There's something that's getting ready to prosper or take off or really gain stability, you know, really gain that foundation, those really solid roots. Okay, this may be your finances. This may be a business that you're creating. This may be, you know, but there's something that either by midsummer or during midsummer, this is really going to take off. This is really going to have, I feel like by midsummer, you're going to have some really strong roots built here, and you're going to start to see some of the you know, the tree really growing here. But honestly, I feel like you've planted this tree a really long time ago. Like, if you can, like, chill on that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she needed to, she could sleep on that. Like, you know. I do feel like there's some work going on in your heart chakra and your throat chakra right now. Definitely your heart chakra is, like, opening up here. But I really think that it's like harvest season. Like you may be planting things right now, but I think that more so you're starting to see some growth at this time in what you've already planted. Expect it to kind of, I literally just saw in my head like this tree, like, I saw it from the ground and then I saw it grow up pretty quickly. So I feel like whatever it is, it's going to move quickly. It's going to grow quickly. Like leaps and bounds. Anyway, so in this doing the things, the things that you really enjoy the most here, that's what's attracting this real stability, right? Or what's really making it grow because of how you're expressing yourself, how you're living your life, you're following your soul's guidance, you are divinely guided and you're being led right to this. I really think you're coming into union with your higher self, and I think that you're going to find yourself, like, I'm hearing like winning and winning and winning and winning and winning. You know what I mean? Like, you've taken a lot of L's, and you're about to really bounce the fuck back, pile 2. You've been balancing, this energy within you has been balancing for many, many moon cycles. And I think that you've seen it. I think that you've recognized it. There may be a union or a reunion with someone else that really kind of helps balance this out within you. It kind of brings this sense of peace. It's something that's been kind of eating at you a little bit. So it doesn't have to be romantic. It could very well be like a family member or a friend. But for a lot of you, I do really feel like it is, connecting ultimately fully with your higher self here. And letting them lead the way, right? I think that you finally actually surrendered. All right, any advice for pile 2, please? We'll get some advice and then we'll go. Yeah, whatever is, whatever things that you're carrying with you in this, on this new, right? Like whatever things you brought with you from here, up here, they gotta go. They can't go. They don't fit. So you do have to let go of them. Things, people, places. So, but also the advice is to, first of all, you are now the butterfly. So check out how cool your fucking wings are, right? Because you probably developed some pretty creative, awesome looking wings in the cocoon. And then like go fly around and like enjoy life and inspire people, right? Butterflies, anytime somebody sees a butterfly, they're like, oh, look, it's a butterfly. Like, oh, that one's so pretty, it's all blue. And like, you know, you think you don't do that? Yeah, you do. You do, pile two. Anyways, all right. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. For all the likes, shares, and subscribes, and we will see you next time.